The first drill we're going to do is banded accelerated strike step. For this, you're going to put the band in front and push down. So I like this because it strengthens the muscles and tendons around the knee joint, which I've had some issue with in the past. Make sure that your foot isn't coming out forward but locked in place, and strike back in the ground for a horizontal force. The next one, top speed strike step. I like this because it's overspeed, because the band is pulling you up. Make sure you guys strike down and back with the arm movement at the same time. And if you want to do this advanced drill, you do 2 bands, one lighter and one heavier. That's why I'm using the red and the black. So one of the bands will push you up and the lighter band will pull you down. Next one we have is banded hip flexion. But to minimize activation of the quad and focus on activating the psoas and the hip flexor muscles. Next one we have is anti-rotation exercise. You are going to do an A march, just standing in that position, and not let the band pull you to one side. You're going to be developing isometric strength through a dynamic range of motion.
To a pull similar to what you see here. Next, place your right foot inside the loop, and then step forward to stretch the band. Raise your right leg off the ground about a foot, and then extend your foot forward. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds, using between 70 to 80% of your maximum strength. You should have something to balance against, such as the wall shown here. Repeat this with your other leg. Place your left foot inside the loop. Step forward to stretch the band. Raise your left leg off the ground about a foot, and then extend your left foot forward. And again, hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds, using between 70 to 80% of your maximum strength. This exercise targets the hip flexor muscles and knee extensor muscles, which are critical to developing a faster stride. Start with 2 bands tied in a loop and attach them both to a pole similar to what you see here. Next, place your right foot inside both loops, and then step forward away to stretch the bands. Raise your right knee off the ground about a foot and extend your right foot forward, and again hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds, using between 70 to 80% of your maximum strength. If you still need to increase the resistance for this exercise, step further away from where the bands are attached to cause the bands to stretch a little more. Repeat the exercise with your left leg. Place your left foot inside both loops. Step forward to stretch the bands. Raise your left leg off the ground about a foot and extend it forward. And again, hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds, using between 70 to 80% of your maximum strength. You may feel your legs start to shake a little as you fight to maintain this position. This is normal as well as good, and it is a sign that your hip flexor muscles are being conditioned for speed and quickness, which means that you have a huge upside to gain.